In an ever-globalizing economic world, possessing in-depth knowledge of foreign cultures and languages is becoming increasingly important. The earlier the exposure in a young person's life, the greater their advantage. Empowering young people to become competitive in the global economy through preparation, scholarship, community service, and international travel, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program is giving high school students the edge to an interconnected world.
The United States is a wonderful country, and it's very important today as a part of the global community that we have citizens from Atlanta, from Fulton County, from the metro region who can go abroad and to represent the best of our society, represent the best of our communities, represent the best of our families. And so ambassador is someone who serves and who represents.
The mission of the Global Youth Ambassadors Program is to expose high school students to the global economy through leadership development, foreign language proficiency, cultural competence, and workforce readiness.
Emerging leaders must be well-read, well-spoken, and well-traveled. And so the mission of our program is to educate and to motivate and to inspire young people to be a part of the global community.
The Global Youth Ambassadors Program, as always, has provided an extremely unique experience for me to interact with people of a different culture.
As a high school student, these experiences have really broadened my horizon in terms of thinking global.
Children that travel abroad come back differently, and if not now, absolutely in the future. That's important, especially as parents, to provide that type of experience for your children. We want to pour into them at all times.
The international travel experience gives scholars an opportunity to go outside of the United States and interact and engage with other cultures and other students of their age bracket. Learn different experiences, learn different cultures, eat different foods, and bring those experiences back to the United States and share with the fellow classmates who didn't get the opportunity to go.
Founded by Fulton County Chairman John Eaves, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program was inspired by the essence of what the Peace Corps represents.
Several years ago, when I was the Southeastern Regional Director of the Peace Corps, and I recruited and encouraged Americans to go abroad to serve, they would come back and say that they had these tremendous transformative aha moments where they have not only helped others, but they were greatly benefited from this international experience. And I thought that why not provide this opportunity for young people who are in high school. And for the past 9 years, going on 10 years, we have provided the opportunity for young folks in the schools of Fulton County and Atlanta to go abroad.
To be a Global Youth Ambassador, I think, is all about representing where I come from and my parents and the whole program itself. It shows maturity and it shows growth over time, just being in another country with a group of people. And I think it's all about leadership.
I think it's very important to learn leadership from a global perspective, simply because it allows you to walk in someone's shoes.
I can see a lot of maturity and growth in their overall attitudes. Their perspectives about life is now just not centered around being in the United States. They're extremely excited and looking forward to the opportunity upon graduation to visit abroad.
Since 2008, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program has enhanced the lives of over 200 high school students.
It really broadens their horizon, their mindset, by getting to know a different culture and interacting as they did in this program, so directly with that other culture. Also by their own project that they have, they really build skills, they build leadership skills, and when they come back, they are truly global citizens, and they can transfer that knowledge into everyday life and into their leadership skills for Atlanta, for transatlantic relations. And we can see that in the young students, that they really are now global ambassadors.
Student representatives have traveled to 9 different countries, including South Africa, Turkey, Brazil, China, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Panama. Each year, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program partners with amazing organizations who help prepare our young ambassadors for their cultural immersion experience. In 2016, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program partnered partner with the Goethe Zentrum Institute to facilitate the leadership training curriculum that precluded an 8-day cultural immersion overseas trip to Berlin, Germany, setting a new standard for academic extracurricular activities for high school students that engages them through channels they trust most and exposes them to communities and cultures without borders.
Hallo, mijn naam is Nisari Johnson, and I am a student at the Global Youth Ambassadors Program. Today I had the pleasure of seeing and interacting with students who are in Germany. They were our age, about 15 and 16. We were able to share our language, present projects and presentations on our school system, as well as view their presentations on what time school started, what kind of extracurriculars they do, the sports that they do in their communities. And it was overall an amazing experience. The second half of the program, we got to do a tour of the school, and it was absolutely amazing. They have sewing, they have a culinary class, which is something I would love to have at school because I am a very creative and expressive person myself. Lastly, we were able to cook with the Thai chef, where we were able to interact with the students again and use different social media to get along and create friendships. And I honestly had an absolutely amazing time. I cannot wait to keep having these lifelong relationships with these new students.
After 9 years of empowering the next generation of leaders, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program is expanding to include more immersive experiences for an even greater number of students each year.
The global program is expanding. From 2008 to 2016, we worked with 230 high school students. In 2017, we want to be bigger, we want to be broader, we want to be better in a positive way. We're also going to offer exciting destinations like Brazil, and South Africa, and Germany, and Japan. These are some exciting places that are part of the world community. But it's not just a place that will offer cultural experiences, but it's also, these are places that will offer workforce and career and professional opportunities.
Starting in 2017, the Global Youth Ambassadors Program will feature 4 unique experiences. The Spanish Immersion Program in Latin America, designed to expose students to the history, culture, and politics of a Latin American country. Peer-to-peer exchange program in Europe, fostering transatlantic relationships between American and European students. Ethical leadership in South Africa and the United States, exposing students to ethical decision-making, as well as the parallels of protest movements in the United States and South Africa. Cultural exploration in Japan, the land of the rising sun, exposes students to the rich culture of Japan and its dramatic rise to an economic power.
So I'm excited about the expansion of the Global Youth Ambassadors Program in 2017 with new offerings and new programs and new learnings and new horizons.
Our world is rich in cultural diversity, and it only makes sense to prepare this generation with the tools to compete in a universal marketplace. The Global Youth Ambassadors Program is providing these valuable tools that not only benefit our emerging leaders, but the exponential number of individuals, communities, and establishments student participants will connect with throughout their lifetimes.
Being an international traveler as a high school student definitely gives me an upper hand over a lot of the people my age coming from different backgrounds at different high schools.
More people should be involved with GYAP because that gives them a better chance to expand their horizons and learn new things. When you're in a different country and you're interacting with different people, you're able to look within yourself, look at things that you take for granted in your life, and look at things that you may have that others may not, and it really gives you a new lease on life.
I believe that others should get involved through the Global Youth Ambassadors Program because I think it's very important to get cultural exposure through travel, just because there's so many people that have these misconceptions about, you know, different cultures and different people, different races, different geographic locations, and I think it's important to get that exposure because if we don't, we'll continue to remain ignorant, and that's where those problems arise with racism, because, you know, people have these ideas of what, you know, media and the news and social media are putting into their heads, but not a lot of people get that that experience to truly see what things are about.
Think global.
Join the Global Youth Ambassadors Program experience today. We are accepting applications. For more information on how to get involved, visit www.gyap2017.org.